We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Touch it. 19.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, but an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
The out route's such a timing route. Sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go, baby. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
One, Omaha.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a Bay Area native from up in Berkeley. This is Marshawn Lynch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
X3, 218, chop.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Hilton, he's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And cuts out, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Brandon, I loved his game in college, and I thought he would translate well as a pro. Boy, did he exceed my expectations. Another punt return for a touchdown.
Busted onto the scene as an all-pro returner as a rookie. He's not looking back. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They run with Breida. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get 3 up to midfield. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Here we go. 180. 2.
First down, the run with Lynch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They run again on first down, Lynch. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. Third down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A big play there for the Niners. 65 yards. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
56 to Mike, 56. Check 56. And let's pin the mirrors.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Here's Wilson. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with his sack.
21. 54. Let's go,
On first down, Hilton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
A gain of 15. First down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and 9.
And we Hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good job.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything.
They've got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
65. Hey, seam 6.
Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go, let's go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Come on, now. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. That one good for 37 yards. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's got it to Hilton. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On second down now, it's Lynch, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw on second and 6, Garoppolo. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down, Seattle.
Silver.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Complete to Hilton. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Garoppolo again. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will extend this big lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. On first down, here's Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. On first and 10. It's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now Wilson going to throw again. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They'll run on first down. Hilton. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. From the 27, Garoppolo. And the catch made by Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Here we go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. On the give, this is Lynch. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. T.Y. Hilton, 30 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. 38 yards on the scamper there. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And that'll bring up second down. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We know these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 20s. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. To throw again is Wilson. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and we're never headed.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy.